And His Excellency the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs described His Majesty the late Sultan Qaboos bin Said, may his soul rest in peace, as a wise leader who was representing a great nation.
أبناء عمان الأوفياء، لقد عرف العالم عمان عبر تاريخها العريق والمشرف كيانا حضاريا فاعلا ومؤثرا في نماء المنطقة وازدهارها واستتباب الأمن والسلام فيها، تتناوب الأجيال على إعلاء رأيتها وتحرص على أن تظل رسالة عمان للسلام تجوب العالم حاملة إرثا عظيما وغايات سامية.
Now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan bin Tariq sent cable condolences to the custodian of the Two Holy Mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Talal bin Saud bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. As per the royal directives of His Majesty Sultan bin Tariq, the National Museum displays the original letter number 1 of the late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said bin Taimur, may Allah rest his soul in peace, addressed to their Highnesses the honourable members of the Royal Family Council through the Defence Council. The visitors of the National Museum can view the original letter from today in the Renaissance Hall, kept at the prominent section. His Highness Said Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, received the heads of bodies, associations and bar associations in the Arab countries who are visiting the Sultanate to attend the meeting of the Permanent Office of the Arab Lawyers Union. After His Highness Said Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Said welcomed the guests, he praised the efforts made by the Arab lawyers in facilitating the pleading procedures in the courts and the application of the law, explaining that the legal practice is a profession that is responsible and free of subjectivity, and stressing that the Sultanate is a state where the government and all segments of society cooperate to apply the law of justice, equality and rights and duties, just as the government respect the opinions and ideas that come from other councils. The heads of bodies, society and unions of the Arab countries express their great thanks for the Sultan's efforts and his good preparation for this meeting, which will contribute in achieving many positive results, praising the Sultan's role in creating conditions of the Omani Lawyers Association to consolidate the legal profession and develop it to fulfill its responsibilities and advance the legal profession. The meeting was attended by Dr. Mohammed bin Ibrahim Azajali, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Omani Lawyers Association, and His Excellency Nasser Hamoud Al-Qaryain, Secretary General of the Arab Lawyers Union. His Highness Said Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, met Her Excellency Hannah Newman, head of the European Parliament delegation of relations with the Arabian Peninsula, and the accompanying delegation. After welcoming the guests, His Highness Said Fahad bin Mahmoud stressed on solid relations between the Sultanate of Oman and the European Union and the keenness of both parties in expanding the scope of cooperation. His Highness commended the role of the EU in supporting many issues and its significance maintaining peace and stability at the internal and external level. From EU side, Her Excellency Hannah Newman, head of the European Parliament delegation for relations with the Arabian Peninsula, expressed her appreciation for this visit and conveyed the appreciation of the European Union for Oman due to its reputation and wisdom in dealing with developments at both international and external levels. The delegation expressed their admiration of the Oman Shura Council experience and the overall development witnessed in the country at many levels. Her Excellency, the head of the delegation, referred to the positive talks held with His Excellency Chairman of the Shura Council, who attended the meeting, and other officials in the country. His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz al-Mandhari, Chairman of the State Council, received Her Excellency Hanan Newman, head of the European Parliament delegation for relations with Arabian Peninsula, and her accompanying delegation. Both parties discussed areas of cooperation between the State Council and the European Union. During the meeting, His Excellency the Chairman of the State Council pointed to the strong relations between Oman and the European Union, stressing on the role of the EU Committee on relations with the Arabian Peninsula in supporting bilateral relations in parliamentary fields, and the importance of such visits in expanding cooperation between the two sides. Her Excellency Hanan Newman, head of the European Parliament delegation for relations with the Arabian Peninsula, expressed her keenness for further development and prosperity in the relations between the EU and the Sultanate of Oman. Her Excellency Hanan Newman stressed on Oman's role in maintaining regional stability in the Middle East and the Gulf region, and in supporting global peace and values of tolerance, respect, and coexistence. His Excellency Yusuf bin Ali bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, received Her Excellency Hanan Newman, head of the European Parliament delegation for relations with the Arabian Peninsula, and her accompanying delegation. During the meeting, they discussed aspects of cooperation between the Sultanate and the European Parliament in various fields. They also reviewed a number of regional and international issues of joint concern. His Excellency Yusuf bin Ali bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, described His Majesty the late Sultan Qaboos bin Said, may his soul rest in peace, as a wise leader who was representing a great nation. In a dialogue session entitled Peace in Sultan Qaboos' Thoughts, and within the activities of Muscat International Book Fair, His Excellency said that the Omani citizens are distinguished with peace and tolerance, and that late His Majesty, may his soul rest in peace, revived these characteristics. The annual seminar on strategic issues held by National Defense College concluded this time under the theme Economic Diversification. The seminar, which was attended by officials and specialists from the private sector, focused on the challenges facing the Omani economy. The closing ceremony was held under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser al-Kharazi, Chairman of Radio and Television. The Minister of Health announced the registration of a new novel coronavirus COVID-19 case linked to traveling to Iran, which raises the number of infected cases in the Sultanate to 5 until the issuance of this statement. The Minister of Health recommends avoiding traveling to countries where COVID-19 cases are recorded, and stressed on the necessity of practicing good hygiene. Oman, through its competent authorities, affirmed the readiness of its health institutions and borders in dealing with arriving visitors from neighboring countries, and ensure that they are not symptomatic. So to come news bulletin. The Wilaya of Al-Hamra boasts many attractions of tourists and visitors from inside and outside the Sultanate.
وإننا ماضون بعون الله على طريق البناء والتنمية، نواصل مسيرة النهضة المباركة كما أراد لها السلطان الراحل رحمه الله، مستشعرين حجم الأمانة وعظمتها، مؤكدين على أن تظل عمان الغاية الأسمى في كل ما نقدم عليه وكل ما نسعى لتحقيقه، داعين كافة أبناء الوطن دون استثناء إلى صون مكتسبات النهضة المباركة والمشاركة الفاعلة في إكمال المسيرة الظافرة، متوكلين على الله عز وجل، راجين عونه وتوفيقه.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Omani books attracted many readers at Muscat International Book Fair, such as Al-Jama, Al-Ansab, and the Omani Encyclopedia. The old book titled Tuhfat Al-Ayan about the history of Oman is still one of the bestsellers among Omani books. The book fair also displayed some new Omani publications, such Omani authors such as Spirit of Muscat and Matrah, written by Hamoud Salim Al-Siyabi, who recalls some historical events, places and personalities in these cities. Honorable Sheikh Abdullah bin Shuain Al-Husni, Chairman of the Omani Human Rights Commission, met Her Excellency Hanan Newman, Head of the European Parliament Delegation for Relations with the Arabian Peninsula, and accompanying delegation. During the meeting, the Chairman of the Omani Human Rights Commission talked about works being carried out by the Commission and mechanism it adopted to monitor and receive complaints and its efforts in the field of awareness about human rights. He also shed light on its relations with regional and international organizations concerned with human rights. From her side, Her Excellency expressed the keenness of the European side to cooperate with the Commission regarding serving human rights and its appreciation of efforts exerted by the Sultanate at the local and international level, including in dealing with the human rights issues. Major General Matar bin Salim Al-Blushi, Commander of Royal Army of Oman, handed over the Golden Sword of the Commander of Royal Army of Oman for 2019 to Al-Jabal Battalion at the Infantry Brigade 23 in recognition of its excellence in various military fields and its devotion in performing its operational and administrative missions. This came during the ceremony held at the Nizwa camp at the headquarters of Al-Jabal Battalion. The ceremony included various military shows. Then the chief guest toured the accompanying exhibition, which displayed modern military equipment. Then the Commander of Royal Army of Oman pinned medals of long service and good conduct on a number of officers and non-commissioned officers of Jabal Battalion in recognition of their devotion in performing their national duties. Oman Airport signed an agreement to approve the classification system and schedules of the retention of the documents with the National Records and Archives Authority based on the law on documents and archives issued pursuant to Royal Decree number 60/2007. Oman Airports has prepared a guide to manage its documents in accordance with what the law stipulated and includes all types of documents circulated in Oman airports that reflect the tasks of activities carried out by the company, in addition to the classification system to those documents that contributes to keeping documents related to a specific subject under a single classification code, which helps speed up retrieval and search for documents. Huda Cave in the Wilaya of Al-Hamra is a fabulous touristic treasure and a National Geological Museum for visitors from inside and outside the Sultanate. More details in the following report.
At the foot of Jabal Shams lies a marvelous underground wonderland called Al-Huda Cave. This is the entrance of Al-Huda Cave, which is located in the Wilaya of Al-Hamra in the Dakhiliya Governorate. This cave is one of the most beautiful attractions in the area. So let's get inside and discover the beauty of this natural wonder. Al-Huda Cave is estimated to be over 2 million years old. As soon as the visitors get inside the cave, a fascinating journey awaits them, starting from pondering upon the captivating stalagmites and stalactites, which are formed in columns and curtains shapes.
It was very impressive. It was the biggest cave I've ever been, and overall Iman around this area is really impressive, but here this was a special interest of us to go here. And yeah, I would absolutely recommend to go here because I've never seen anything like this before, and the tour was good, so absolutely again.
This is my first visit in Al-Huda Cave. I was surprised and wonder how beautiful this cave and the stone itself, the different views here. So I want to say all people who came to Oman, I recommend them to visit this cave, which is one of the wonderful places here in Oman.
A tour guide service is provided for the visitors to accompany them throughout the depth of the cave and discover the rich ecosystem here, including bats and rare blind fish, which can be seen in the accessible lake.
It's the first time for me to see a blind fish. Usually we are seeing the fish on the sea or in the other places where they can run out of us. But this is without, blind. You cannot imagine there is a fish blind. So it is very interesting to see it, and teaching especially your children and students to know about this information, and especially about the geological information and knowledge about in this cave. It is too big, really. I did not imagine it this much of big.
The geological exhibition of Al-Huda Cave takes the tourists into a scientific journey, acquainting them with the geology of the cave and the way it was formed, besides the genetic evolution of the blind fish. From Al-Huda Cave in the Wilaya of Al-Hamra, Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya Governorate.
Watching the Sultanate of Oman television before tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Tariq sends cable of condolences to the custodian of the Two Holy Mosques on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Talal bin Saud bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud. As per royal directives of His Majesty the Sultan, the National Museum displays the original letter of the late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said bin Taimur, may Allah rest his soul in peace, addressed to the Royal Family Council. His Highness Said Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Said discusses aspects of cooperation between the Sultanate and the European Parliament. And His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, described His Majesty the late Sultan Qaboos bin Said, may his soul rest in peace, a wise leader who was representing a great nation. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studio, have a good weekend. Good night.
وأن الاهتمام بقطاع التعليم بمختلف أنواعه ومستوياته وتوفير البيئة الداعمة والمحفزة للبحث العلمي والابتكار سوف يكون في سلم أولوياتنا الوطنية، وسنمده بكافة أسباب التمكين باعتباره الأساس الذي من خلاله سيتمكن أبناؤنا من الإسهام في بناء متطلبات المرحلة المقبلة.
عزيزي المواطن والمقيم، إن التزامك بعدم إلقاء المخلفات على الطريق أثناء القيادة وتجميعها في أكياس خاصة ثم وضعها في الأماكن المخصصة لها يجعلك قدوة حسنة لأبنائك ولغيرك.
مع تحيات وزارة البلديات الإقليمية وموارد المياه، جودة وتميز نحو خدمات بلدية ومائية وشراكة مجتمعية رائدة.
هل له علاقة مثلا بالتعبير، بالتشكيل، أم التصميم، أو ربما الموسيقى؟ المذاق؟ هل مرتبط بالذوق؟ هل له علاقة بالفن؟ الذوق والفن في عمان يحكي ألوانه وأساليبه في برنامج جديد.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله